Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How you people are? Okay. Let's start today's lecture. So we are going to start the muscles of the eyelids and eyeball. These are the muscles. You can see this one and okay. Let me clear it. Okay. This muscle, this is the one muscle and this is two and this is three and this is four, and these four muscles and this muscle 5 and this muscle 6. Okay, these are the 6 muscles which are the extrinsic muscles of eyeball. You mean something outside the eyeball. Okay, these muscles are originating from different origins and are inserting over here, so that's why they are called the extrinsic muscles of the eyeball. Okay, originating from outside. So their names are no. So their names are, this one is the superior rectus, this one is inferior rectus, this one is medial rectus, and this is lateral rectus. Okay, first I'm giving you introduction of the muscles of the eyeballs, and then we will go into detail like the origin, insertion, of supply, action, everything. Okay, this is the superior rectus, this is the inferior rectus, this is the medial rectus, this is the lateral rectus, and these two muscles are the superior and inferior oblique muscles. Okay, superior oblique and inferior oblique. Okay, now I would tell you their origin and insertion. I will go in different diagram. Yeah, it's clear from here, so I will tell you from here. Okay, this is another view. I hope you people understand. Okay, there is a ring. There is a tendinous ring on this place. What is this ring for? This ring is just for the optic nerve. When the optic nerve enters the eye, when the optic nerve enters the orbit cavity, it just passes through this ring. This is the tendinous ring. This is called the tendinous ring. And you know, all the four muscles of the superior rectus, inferior rectus, medial rectus, and lateral rectus are originating from this ring. Okay, the superior rectus is originating from this place, and inferior from this, and medial from here, and lateral from here. So all the four muscles are originating from the posterior wall of the tendinous ring. Okay, so this here is the tendinous ring which is giving origin to all the four muscles, which are the superior rectus, the inferior rectus, the lateral, and medial rectus. Okay, these four muscles. Okay, two muscles are left which are the superior oblique and the inferior oblique. So this is the muscle which you can say that this is the superior oblique, this one is the superior oblique, and this one is the inferior oblique muscle. Okay, superior oblique and inferior oblique muscle. These two muscles are also the extrinsic muscles of the eyeball, I have already told you, and their origin is somewhat different as compared to the rectus muscles. Okay, the superior oblique muscle, it is, both of these muscles are acting like a pulley. You can see that these are like pulley. So both of these muscles are acting like a pulley. Okay, because they are, as the name is indicates that there's oblique, so they are obliquely their origin and insertion both are oblique, and that's why they act as tendinous origin. That's why they act as obliquely like a pulley. When you pull something, and when you will come into action, you will say their function is to rotate the eyeball. Both of these functions are to rotate the eyeball. So for the rotation, you people know that something like swing, like a pulley should be present to rotate something. If you are talking about the action of the superior, inferior medial and lateral rectus. Their function is somewhat very simple. The medial rectus pulls the eyeball medially, lateral rectus pulls the eyeball laterally, superior rectus pulls the eyeball superiorly, and inferior rectus pulls the eyeball inferiorly. It's very simple. But if we are talking about the superior and inferior oblique, their action is to rotate the eyeball. Superior oblique rotate the eyeball superiorly, and inferior oblique rotates the eyeball inferiorly. Okay, let's come to the nerve supply. Nerve supply, if you are talking about the nerve supply, I have already told you that the superior rectus and the inferior rectus and the medial rectus, these are the muscles which are supplied by the oculomotor nerve. If we are talking about the lateral rectus, this is the only muscle which is supplied by the which nerve? Yes, sex cranial nerve, abducent nerve. Abducent nerve supplies only one muscle, and that is the lateral rectus muscle. And all the other muscles are supplied by the oculomotor nerve. And there is something different one about the superior oblique. This superior oblique muscle nerve supply is also different. It is of trochlear nerve. Trochlear nerve is supplying the superior oblique, and the lateral rectus is also supplied by the abducent nerve. All the other muscles are supplied by the oculomotor nerve. Okay, now we come about the intrinsic muscles of the eyeball. If we are talk intrinsic, what do you mean by intrinsic? Intrinsic means something inside, which is something which is inside. Okay, so the muscles over here, the muscles inside this region, which are smooth muscles, which are not voluntary muscles. These are the smooth muscles. These are the sphincter papillae and the dilator and ciliary muscles too. These muscles are related to constrict pupil or dilate pupil. This is the ciliary muscle over here. So these are just for the constriction of pupil and dilation of pupil, and shorten or lengthen the pupil in case of light variations. Okay, so one thing is left, which is the muscles of eyelids. So I will tell you from the different picture. Yeah, you can see a muscle from here. You can see a muscle here. This is the muscle which is called the orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oculi is a muscle which is just the muscle of the eyelid. This is the muscle of the eyelid, and this is the orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis oculi has two parts. One is the orbital part and one is the palpebral part. The palpebral part origin insertion. The palpebral part origin insertion is from the medial palpebral. It is originating from the medial palpebral ligament and inserting into the lateral palpebral ligament. And if we are talking about the orbital origin, it's originating from the medial palpebral ligament and is inserting also the medial palpebral ligament after circulating it. So this is the orbicularis oculi, and its action is also clear from this picture, that its action is to move inward. Okay, so if we are talking about the other muscle, which is levator palpebrae superioris, it is not shown in this picture. I should move backward. I guess it's over here. Let me tell you. This muscle. Where is the brush gone? Okay, brush is not over here. Yeah, brush is here. So this, let me clear it. Okay. So this muscle is the superioris muscle, levator palpebrae superioris. Levator palpebrae superioris muscle. Okay. And his action is also clear, just is to lift the eyelid. Okay, its action is to lift this part. Okay, obviously it is attached over here, so it will do what it will do, it will lift the eyelid. Okay, so if we are talking about the nerve supply of these muscles, Then these are supplied by the oculomotor nerve, and it has also a sympathetic supply from the muscles. Okay, from the nerve of the you can say it is from the oculomotor nerve. So I guess it's completed. We have completed the muscles of eyeball and eyelid. So hopefully you understood, and thank you very much. And let me Allah Hafiz.